Heads high is our posture. Against all odds, we gon' prosper. We know our place in this world. We gon' shine our lights till it hurts. Staying focused, we know our day coming. Negative vibes, we escape from it. We know our place in this world. We gon' shine our lights till it hurts.
What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks, where we talk about entertainment, relationships, business, and sports from a blue-collar perspective. So it's been a pretty busy weekend. We got some pretty good, some topics to discuss here today. But before we get started, how was your week?
My week was good for the most part. Yeah, I survived it, and I'm still surviving.
You ain't worked too hard?
No.
Nah, yeah, same here with me. Pretty good week. As a matter of fact, I worked less this week than I usually, work. So yeah, I was pretty good this week. So where you want to start at with the topics?
Might as well start from the top because unless you want to start with the last one, which is actually kind of local, not celebrity news.
You talking about the guy who shot at Mervo? Did I have him down there? No. All right. Let's.
Yeah, I sent that to you. You ain't.
Yeah, I got. Well, we do have that, but I don't know his name. So, what was his name? I got his name written down. Oh, his name was Shadu Kobo or something like that.
Okay.
And he 18 years old.
Mm-hmm.
He was a student at Mervo, and he shot a guy over in Northeast Baltimore that was sitting.
His wife was actually, I don't know what her ranking was with the police department, but she was actually, she was the captain of the police department. Yeah. And he was sitting in his car waiting for a refrigerator to be delivered. Yeah. And for whatever reason, he shot him. I think it was like a mistaken identity or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Shot him in his car while he was outside waiting for the refrigerator to be delivered.
And
then went to school afterwards.
What? That's crazy. Because I was wondering, I was like, well, was it a robbery or?
Nope, it was mistaken identity. And then he went to school right afterwards.
Yeah.
And he got what he deserved. He got 65 years in jail. And hopefully, crazy. I don't know if it was with or without parole, but hopefully it's without parole because that's where he needs to stay.
Yeah.
They need to start doing something with these people.
Yeah.
That's why crime is happening. Look at the commissioner.
Yeah, what happened with the commissioner?
Michael Harrison, the commissioner, stepping down.
Oh, he is?
He's tired of these Negroes in Baltimore. He can't do nothing with them.
Wow.
He fixed New Orleans or helped New Orleans because he was on First 48. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But he can't do nothing with these people.
Mm-hmm.
But they say that the police department lock them up, but then Central Booking or whoever else releases them.
Yeah, because the
judicial system.
Right, because this kid here who shot the what's the guy he shot? His name was James Blue. So he shot James Blue, but he was supposed to be locked up at the time that he shot James Blue.
See?
Yeah, it was a warrant or something that didn't get served in time, and then so he was out. He wasn't locked up, so that's when he.
It's a lot of loopholes in Baltimore City judiciary system. It's a lot of loopholes. It's a lot of stuff that's happening that shouldn't be happening, and then they keep wondering why the crime is so bad, and then they wondering what can they do about the crime, creating curfews and so forth or whatever. They just need to get hard and firm and start locking these Negroes up, leaving them in there, and when they do crimes, give them the time.
Yeah.
Let them sit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And just like the person we was talking about last week, what was his name? Javante Davis.
Oh, yeah.
He's doing his time, his little bit of time, and you see his house got vandalized.
You talking about the boxer or you talking about?
No, Javante Davis.
His house got vandalized?
Down in Florida.
Okay, I didn't know that.
But he was another one basically that got to the loophole.
Oh, yeah.
Where he should have been sitting down somewhere.
Yeah.
So it's Baltimore. It's their judicial system. They need to hold these people.
Well, he messed himself up though because they gave him house arrest, and then he went out, and he went against the orders that he had for the house arrest. So that was goofy.
Right? Because what you say? He said his place was too small.
Yeah. He said his place was too small, so he booked himself at a Four Seasons. That was crazy.
He needed luxury and space.
Yeah. See, that's. Yeah,
but that little young dude, it's unfortunate, it's sad.
Yeah.
But they need to just start I don't know what they need in the city.
It's hard to say what they need too, because I'm like, if you sitting in front
They
of your
need a
house,
Joe Clark as the mayor of the city.
Yeah. But the thing about that, all right, so if the police do something to somebody and they, before you do something, then they're gonna be like, well, it's brutality going on or harassment, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like.
But here's the thing with that. Yeah, there are some bad police officers.
Mm-hmm.
Police officers' names has been destroyed, for abuse and, different crimes that they done to black people, killing black people, beating them like the ones in Memphis, Tennessee or whatever. But a lot of times with a lot of these situations nowadays, because of all of the hate towards the police officers, a lot of people provoke them.
Yeah, they provoke the police.
That's what I strongly believe. Like they provoke every time a police officer comes near a group of black people in a crime scene or whatever the case may be, they pulling cameras out, they're being disrespectful, they're not following orders, whatever the case may be. Like it's just crazy. So like the young dude, I don't know his name, he was shot a couple weeks ago walking down the street. The police officer, he had a gun. The police officer told him to stop. He didn't stop.
Oh yeah.
And the police officer shot him. Luckily, he didn't die.
Yeah, I saw that.
But then, like, his mother was on the news saying that he didn't have to be shot. I agree, he shouldn't have been shot or whatever. But then also, too, the police officer told him to stop.
Yeah.
Put your gun down. So you have to listen.
Yeah. That's and he was like 17 himself, I think. And his mother just was like, what she said, he felt like he needed a gun because
he lived in Baltimore.
Yeah, because Baltimore's so dangerous. Yeah.
Right. So and it very well is. But at the end of the day, like sometimes we as parents got to make some decisions. If you know that your child has to walk around with a gun because they feel unsafe, or they fear for their life, or whatever the case may be. Me as a mother, are we moving?
That's what I would think. I
don't know where we going, but we moving.
Yeah. So, but then people always got excuses though. They're like, well, everybody can't afford to, they can't
afford to move. Yeah. That's very well true too. But I mean, I would rather struggle and move than either have my child dead or in jail somewhere.
Yeah.
Those are your
Okay,
the light flashing. Those are your choices, right? As a parent. Yeah. So the street lights coming on, we gotta go home.
Yeah. But that's the so I don't know, it's like a catch-22. But if you want a way out, then you gotta find a way out, make a way for yourself.
And it's not gonna be easy.
No,
I'm sure it's not gonna be easy, but sometimes some struggles is worth it, you know?
Yeah, when it comes to saving your life and your family life, you gotta find a way.
Like I know for me, for instance, I was a single mother, I have my two older kids at 27 and 21. And I could have lived and chose to live somewhere cheaper or whatever the case may be. But those places were unfortunately not in good areas. Like it was this real nice house one time this guy was renting for like $900, 3 bedrooms, and it was a nice house. Yeah. And it was off of East Biddle Street.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So do I want to take my kids and live in a nice house for cheaper rent, or am I going to struggle and pay this $1,600-$1,700 a month to have them live somewhere where they can go outside, and that's what I had to do.
That's true. So so some mothers do, or some parents, not just mothers, but some of them do make that decision and make it happen. But so it's unfortunate that the guy James Blue had to lose his life, because of some crazy kid. But all right, so another case I want to get back to, we spoke about Travis Rudolph. And he got found not guilty.
I see.
So that was good. They didn't give him the stand your they didn't allow him that stand your ground. So he had to go all the way to court to beat his case. But that was cool that he beat his case, though. Yeah, and you can see him right here.
So what about that female who set it all up. Like, why isn't she being charged?
I don't know, but she definitely not getting she not being charged with anything.
And see, that's another loophole, in the system. Because if you do it one time, you'll do it again.
Do you think she'll do it again though? You don't think she learned her lesson now that this case is public?
Some people learn their lessons, and some people they just don't learn their lessons. So which one she is, I don't know, because I don't know her. But it's hard to say, because like sometimes if a person can get away with something one time, they think and expect they can get away with it again.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And even if she don't get caught, by the police or whoever, like the next dude should be scared to date her.
Or he be scared to date her. Yeah. The next guy is gonna be afraid to date her. I wouldn't mess with her.
Yeah, like her name should be like.
Yeah, her name is Mud. Her name is Mud. But I was glad to see him get off though. So that's a good thing for Travis Rudolph. I don't know if she ruined his career.
That's what I was going to say. So what's next? What's next for him?
He said he want to go back and play football, but I think he's been out for about 2 years. So I don't know if he'll be able. Hopefully, he'll be able to resume his professional career, and she ain't put too much of it,
slander on his name and so forth. Yep. So I guess kudos to Travis Rudolph. I mean, it's unfortunate, but people have to go through sometimes. I mean. Hopefully this is a lesson learned for him too. Yeah. You got to be careful of people you choose to bring into your life. Say that again, Mike. Say that again, please.
Be careful the people you choose to bring into your life. Yeah.
He preaching. That was a word right there. That was a word for me, because this week for me has been trying, but that was a word right there.
Yeah. So congratulations to him. And now what about Peter Thomas? You know who Peter Thomas is?
Yeah.
From I first heard of this guy. He was like from the Real Housewives or something. Yeah, he was married to one of the ladies on the Real Housewives. So he got some allegations against him for
he don't want to pay nobody.
He don't want to pay his employees. That's crazy.
He want to run businesses and don't want to pay.
That's crazy. So he got a business in Florida, one in
Miami,
Atlanta.
You say?
Yeah, Miami, Atlanta, and one here in Baltimore.
Okay. Where's the one here in Baltimore?
It's downtown somewhere. I never
What's
been
it called?
There. It's called Bar One. I know one of my nephews was telling me about it. He told me he was there before. And when he said Bar One, I was like, oh, okay. I didn't even know they had one until he went. But yeah, so some of his employees.
Why would he want to bring an establishment here? I mean.
Yeah. I don't know.
Miami, Atlanta, and Baltimore. That just don't.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
I mean, I could see DC maybe, Atlanta, Miami, and DC.
Yeah. It might have been expensive.
A lot of people be watching the show in Baltimore, so they come to the restaurant.
Yeah. All right. So yeah.
Well, maybe. But also too, maybe because I'm here in Baltimore. That's like when people be like, I'm going to come to Baltimore and visit, go to the harbor. For what?
Yeah. Well, a lot of people outside of Baltimore, they
love it here.
Yeah, they're attracted to our sports teams, our inner harbor.
The harbor is nice.
Yeah, the harbor is nice. We have some nice attractions, and then
Yeah, you ain't from Baltimore. So
I haven't seen the harbor. I don't know the last time I've been to the harbor.
You have been down there? Yeah.
I haven't been to the harbor. The last time I know one time. Damn, when was the last time I went to the harbor?
Well, you don't go down the harbor?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the harbor is nice.
When I go to the harbor, I'm going for a particular reason. Like I used to do these shows on the Spirit of Baltimore boat. So I would park at the hotel parking lot, walk across the street, go to the boat, get off the boat, go back to my car.
Yeah.
The Fluffy Girl fashion shows that I was doing.
That was downtown?
It was downtown. So
Yeah.
I would go downtown to wherever the fashion show was. I would park my car, go in, do the fashion show, leave, get back in my car, and go back up.
But see, it's nice.
Wherever.
It's nice down there. They got a lot of like new hotels and stuff, like all the way around the water and stuff. The piers. So it's nice down there, but it's just like once you get.
Well, maybe I'll go down there. I saw what's this Fantasia and Joe having a concert at Pier 6 or whatever the new name of it is.
Oh, okay.
Next month, next week, next something. I don't know. I need to look at it again. But yeah.
So Peter Thomas though, his employees are alleging that he refused to pay people.
I mean, that's
crazy.
that's not unheard of sometimes.
Yeah, nah, I mean, like,
I wonder how much money he owe. How much they trying to say he owe?
thousands of dollars. They say he be giving them like a few dollars at a time, just to keep people afloat. But I don't understand how, you can't run a business without paying people. I know I'm not gonna let nobody go, no more than like a week or two without paying me. So I don't understand. Because if you leave, you ain't missing nothing. The longer you stay there, the more you hurting yourself, though, So yeah, but this Peter Thomas is a wild dude, Jack.
He's spending it on himself. I mean, he looked good.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's another thing. I don't see how. Well, they did say he mostly takes advantage of women.
She said one person said that he owed her $1,400.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a lot of money, but it's her money.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, but I mean, like, all right. So if he owe $1,400, that's probably. I mean, that could be a week or 2 weeks worth of pay. So I can see somebody getting stiff for that kind of money.
But it's only one person that's saying this right now.
Yeah. Well, who is that? Is that the lady that was on she was on another podcast or something?
No, she's.
Yeah.
She sat there and waited for the police to come because she said the man don't want to pay her money. She said Peter is an effing scammer. You owe MF his money.
Yeah.
Your checks bounce and you don't want to pay their people.
Yeah, see,
his checks be bouncing. So he giving people checks and they bouncing.
Man, I used to work at Lake Trout, man. They used to house furnishings about
Lake Trout on Ricestown Road.
Oh wow. See, I never been on a job where like then nobody, that was even an issue.
Yeah, no, because me either. Yeah. Thank God.
I worked there for like 3 weeks.
We're busting windows.
Exactly.
Still all that fish batter.
Yeah, man. I can't see nobody. So, they did that. I didn't know they at Lake Trout. Them fish.
I mean, and they used to bring money though.
Yeah.
They used to bring in money, but look at it. It's a little rundown establishment. It's always been that way.
Yeah, but that fish.
And people used to be outside.
That food was good though.
Ain't nothing better than a hood spot.
Yeah, that fish. Yeah, that food was good. Lake Trout was good. I'm mad they ain't open that back up. So yeah.
It's not open?
It's not open, is it? Yeah, it's been closed for a while. Yeah.
Oh, I thought somebody else. I thought it was something else.
Somebody was trying to open it back up, but it's been closed.
Oh, well, see, I haven't rolled past there in a while either. So that goes to show when I did ride past, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, it's been closed. Because I know if it was open, I'd have been over there.
Oh my gosh. I remember getting fish from there, but I don't remember it being like good.
Man, that line used to
it's not sticking out in my head. It might have been. I don't know.
So where would you go at for fish?
I don't like fried fish.
You don't like fried fish?
No, not really.
Oh,
I mean,
Take a black card.
Yeah.
And I just started getting into fried chicken.
For real?
I like Mexican food. I like Mexican food.
You like Mexican food?
What? Absolutely.
I don't like Mexican food. Like
I'll take a taco over a steak.
You'll take a taco over a steak?
Absolutely. Any day.
You know why? I don't like tacos because they hard and crunchy.
They got soft ones, enchiladas. They got tamales, boliños,
no, I don't know.
Burritos.
No. I like burritos every now and then, but I just don't like my bread toasted.
Fajitas, chimichangas.
Yeah, no. Nope. I don't like my bread toasted, so I just, I
don't know.
Yeah. So Peter Thomas need to make sure.
So I wonder what's gonna happen now if Peter Thomas is not paying his employees. I wonder if he's paying like IRS because before him and what was his wife's name? Cynthia Bailey.
Yeah, they had some
IRS issues or whatever.
Did?
They owed the IRS like $400,000 or $500,000.
Oh yeah.
So now I wonder like if he ain't paying his employees, he probably ain't paying his other expenses either.
Oh, you're gonna pay the IRS though. You're gonna pay them.
I know they're gonna get their money one way or another.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like this might bring some more light on his situation. Some other issues that may be trying to be brushed underneath a rug or whatever.
Yeah, because once all this news get out there, that is a bad look. And then the IRS.
He was previously owing them, so I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, that's not a good look. And you definitely don't want to have no issues with the IRS because there's pass that debt down to your kids.
Really?
Yeah, they'll pass that debt down to your kids.
How can they do that?
Because they the government. That's how they can do that. Yeah.
So if you die,
and I owe some money, Mikey she may have to wind up paying.
Why?
Because they want their money.
Mikey ain't got nothing to do with you.
Yes, she do. That's my daughter. Yeah.
So so we know you a father. So what if you wasn't a father? Like you wasn't in your child life and
All he left me was alone.
Yeah, I can set her up. That is crazy. Yeah, I have heard of them going after next of kin though for their money.
I mean, I know about spouses, like husbands and wives and so forth, but I ain't know about no children and none of that.
That's big time pimping right there. They were like, yeah, we're gonna get our money. So yeah, you don't mess with the IRS.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So Peter Thomas, you better pay your bills, man.
Yeah.
Pay that lady her $1,400 so you can get out of the spotlight. And pay whoever else you owe.
He might mess around and wind up going to jail though.
For what? $1,400?
Yeah, I mean, if you're not giving people their money and then the IRS get involved.
Yeah, well.
Because they are alleging that he's doing stuff like like when they write out a bill, on the bill have a gratuity. So they said that they are alleging that he'll create a second bill, but the second bill won't have the gratuity on it. So he will pocket that money and he will make the second bill like the official bill.
Wait a minute, what? I'm slow.
So, all right, when
right
you go to a restaurant and you get your bill and it's a gratuity on there that they charge you.
Okay.
But he is printing up another slip.
Okay.
Without the gratuity on it. And he's saying that that's the real bill, but the one with the gratuity is the one he is collecting and pocketing. So when you do stuff like that,
he's scamming. Like the girl said, he's a scammer, allegedly.
Yeah, so
he's an alleged scam. It sounds like he got scamming under. Yeah, he's scamming.
So when
allegedly.
Yeah, if they find out you doing stuff like that, you cooking them books, then they start cooking you.
That's crazy.
So all right. Now what about we done with Peter Thomas? What about like the Wendy Williams situation?
I don't know. Wendy, I don't know. I think I don't know. Like when I was reading on Wendy, they said that Wendy is away in a facility right now. They didn't say what type of treatment facility she's in, but they said that she's getting treatment. They said that her son is afraid that she's going to die soon. And then they said that Wendy is in her treatment center and she's doing the best she can one day at a time. She wants her privacy. And like Danielle said before we went live, like she slandered, smashed, got in so many people's business and everything. Now she wants privacy. Yeah. The paparazzi need to be outside her treatment door. Like that's how nosy she was. Every time somebody moved, she talked about them, dug them out, slandered their names, whatever. Like people just trip me out. Yeah. Hopefully she get whatever treatment she's getting. I think she's an alcoholic, but some people think she on drugs. So I don't know what her issues is.
Yeah, she got some type of substance abuse issues. I don't know what it is either. But I don't know. Is her son, is he 18 though?
No, he over 18. He like 22, like 21, 22, 23.
So why can't he be like the executor over her estate? I mean, because he next in line to in her money and stuff like that.
He is. I don't know.
But see, that's if
he spent $100,000 just on her credit card. On foolishness.
Well, that's even if he even get to the bag, because like when you have like agencies and stuff monitoring your money and managing your money, then they mess around and cheat him out of the money.
But see, also too, remember it was a big issue when Wendy and her husband had divorced, because remember he was supposed to be in control of her stuff, her money, whatever the case may be, and then he did whatever he did.
Yeah.
Street lights coming back on.
Yeah.
That's how they be flickering too when the light bulbs need to be changed.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that that's a crazy situation where the family should be in charge of her money and not the not no agency or nothing like that.
Well, I don't know. Like, oh yeah, so like her husband was once in charge of all of her stuff.
Yeah.
But they not together no more.
So he decided to spend it on his girlfriend.
Right. So I don't know. Maybe her son can get involved somehow. But again, he's not good with money. Apparently, if he just goes spend $100,000 on her credit card on foolishness.
Well, most of the time, young people not good with money, So I don't know. It depends on. It's all about how people raise and prepare their kids. That's That's one thing people got to be aware of too. If you know that your kid is going to inherit your wealth or whatever you have, then you got to prepare them for that.
Like Blue Ivy.
Yeah.
And
She gonna be prepared. Yeah, I think so. I got her being prepared.
Like Blue
too.
Ivy. What's the other one's name? Rumi and Sir.
It's Blue Ivy? That's Jay-Z and Beyonce
daughter.
Yeah. Okay.
You see, they got her on tour with them now. She dancing and so forth.
No,
she a dancer.
I don't really follow Jay-Z and
I mean, Beyonce. I don't either, but when it's they all over right now because they on tour and whatever else.
Yeah.
But so I don't know about Wendy Williams. It's sad, but what goes around comes around too.
Yeah, I mean all the stuff that she done did to other people and stuff
over
like
the
that.
years and so forth.
That kind of karma, just it could catch up with you sometime. So
and she really going through it. Like since she came off of air or before she went off of air, I think that's when she was starting to have her issues. Like she's really, really going through a lot of mental stuff. Whether it's the medical issues, if it's the cheating husband, the divorce, whether she's on drugs, whether she's on alcohol, whatever the case may be, she's going through a lot of mental stuff. Somebody seen her in the supermarket, and it was on Facebook. Like she was in the supermarket pushing a cart, and she was just talking out her head.
Yeah.
Like she was hallucinating and talking. And the people was recording it, and the person kept talking to her, laughing, making jokes, I guess, in so many words. But yeah, she's like really, really going through some things.
Do y'all know how old Wendy Williams is, though?
No,
I wonder how old she is. She got to be in her 50s, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, yeah. So I just want to see her son get her money, though. What do you think? Do you think her husband should get some of her money?
No, I don't think he should get nothing. He done did his damage. Wendy Williams, 58.
Well, she's 58. But he held her up for all those years. I think.
But he took advantage of her, too.
He kept her functional, like, for all those years. Like, if he had left even sooner, she might have fell apart even sooner than when he left. So, yeah, I ain't saying he should get no money, though. That'd be fun.
Wendy Williams' son looked just...
She do pay alimony? Wow, yeah. I know Mary J. Blige pay alimony. She pay like $30,000 a month.
Her son 22 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, her son 22, yeah. Wendy Williams paid alimony, and Mary J. Blige and her husband had the nerve to take her to court talking about he needed more money.
He need more money?
Yeah.
Well, she got him used to a certain lifestyle, so now he wanna maintain that.
Yeah.
So I mean, if she was on the other foot, and she had the money, she'd be like, she would be suing the same way. Like, I'm used to this lifestyle. Yeah. So
yeah. That's why these celebrities when they be having babies by these men, they be talking about they need $40,000 for child support a month. What child need $40,000? Pampers and milk don't cost that much.
Yeah, I don't know no kid that need $40,000.
The Gerber don't cost that much.
Yeah. So, but I don't know. I guess they go by like the lifestyle that that they used to. So, yeah. So, all right. So, even though Wendy Williams did do some stuff that people don't agree with, I just
she's going through a lot. Like she needs prayers. That's the only thing I think can get her through is prayers.
She needs prayers.
She needs a lot of prayers, and hopefully, if she come out of her treatment facility, she's in better mental space, better spirits, and she can continue on with her life. And what she needs to do now is take this as a lesson and understand just because you're a celebrity, you're still human. Like at the end of the day, when you going through stuff, you need your privacy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It don't need to be talked about or aired or, you know, don't need to be slandered.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff that she put people through, you know, that's what she getting that back right now. So,
Yeah.
all right. So Danielle, do you want to do a commercial before we get on to these next two topics? Yeah. So we can go to commercial, pay some bills. Let me tell you about ERC and what ERC is. ERC is an employee retention tax credit, and it's a part of the CARES Act that was created to help business owners affected by the pandemic. And since it's a grant and not a loan, you don't have to pay it back. Up to $26,000 per employee for employers who kept people working during the pandemic. It's a fully refundable tax credit against the employer's portion of the Social Security and Medicare. Funds are paid directly to you, the owner of the business. The use of the funds is at the complete discretion of the owners. Claim it by filing an amended 941X form with the IRS and take the ERC credit on lines 18 and 26. Who qualifies for ERC? Any company, including private schools and nonprofits who have full-time or part-time W-2 employees on their payroll. Contractors are not considered. How to apply for ERC? Complete the information request along with the agreement and submit the $2,600 deposit. This deposit is fully and immediately refunded if it is discovered that you do not qualify for ERC, so there's no risk to you. Take advantage of this program while it's still accepting applications. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to Lisa at 208-391-5089. And also there's a 5-minute video regarding this program that the link will be in the description, so you'll be able to look at the 5-minute video. That'll also let you know if you qualify for it. And if you have any questions after that, like I said, call Lisa Florenzen. Her number is 208-391-5058. Thank you. $6,000. So that'll be a good piece of change to come into. All right. So now we're gonna talk about the lady who shot her neighbor through the door when the neighbor came over to talk to her about something that she had did to one of her kids.
She was trying to retrieve an iPad.
Oh, she was trying to retrieve something.
Allegedly,
Okay.
trying to retrieve an iPad that was taken.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, let's roll that footage.
She was a pretty girl.
Yeah. So
35-year-old was struck in the upper chest by a bullet shot through the front door from a gun allegedly belonging to 58-year-old Susan Lawrence.
I wish our shooter would have called us instead of taking actions into her own hands.
But on Friday night, after Owens' children were playing outside and approached Lawrence about an iPad they left behind, law enforcement says Lawrence yelled at the kids and threw a roller skate at them, leading Owens to confront Lawrence at her door. Police say Lawrence pulled the trigger, shooting and killing the mother of 4. She claims self-defense under Florida's Stand Your Ground law, which gained national attention and spread to other states after the killing of Trayvon Martin more than a decade ago. The law authorizes the use of deadly force for home protection if someone believes it's necessary to prevent imminent death or great bodily harm to himself or herself.
And we want to ensure that we get the facts right, especially in a case to this level.
Police opened up an investigation, but waited 4 days to charge the shooter. The delay in arrest sparking protests throughout the community. Attorneys for the victim's family issued a statement following Tuesday's arrest, saying they're relieved, but they are no less concerned that accountability has taken this long because archaic laws like Stand Your Ground exist.
She had no weapon. She posed no imminent threat to anyone. What I'm asking is for justice. Justice for my daughter.
I'm Mark Strassman
All
for
right.
CBS Mornings.
Is our mics back on? All right, so I'm not sure if y'all was able to hear that or not, but so
Hopefully they was.
yeah, hopefully y'all was able to hear. But basically, what happened was the young lady went over to confront her neighbor because her neighbor like threw a skate or something
Was yelling at the kids when they was
Yeah.
outside playing. They said that she threw skates at the kids. Yeah, and then the kids went in the house or whatever. One of them left their iPad, and the mother went to the house to go and get the iPad, and the lady shot through the door.
Shot through the door. Yeah,
and killed her.
Yeah, and so the lady who shot through the door, her name was Susan.
Cornice.
Yeah.
Corintz.
I don't know. I can't even pronounce her last name, but her name was Susan. She was 56 years old. And so.
And the other woman was 35.
35.
Ajike Owens,
Yeah,
Ajike Owens.
Yeah, Miss Owens was only 35. But I'm saying, like, all right, so if you shooting through the door, how you going say that was self-defense and you fear for your life?
Like the last white man that shot the teenage boy through the door down in Florida. Like these people feel they use that with any and everything nowadays. I fear for my life. I fear. Why do you fear for your life? Because you're a psycho and somebody coming to confront you. Like something can't be normal with a person. Excuse me. Nothing can be normal with a person throwing skateboards and skates at children. As an adult, come on. She's a grown woman. This woman almost a daggone senior citizen. She live in an area apparently where there are kids.
Yeah.
Kids play outside. If you have problems, whatever with a kid, they got parents.
Yeah. So, but this is a situation.
It's hate.
Yeah, it is hate.
These white people, God, I'm sorry, I'm not racist by far, but it's a lot of hate in these communities with black race and white race. And then the area in which they live wasn't a upscale area. You know, it was.
Yeah, it was just like a regular, I don't know what kind of, like a middle class community where they live at.
Well, they said the mother lived in housing. The black girl was in housing. So I don't know if she was in an apartment building.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't get to see too much of that neighborhood, but yeah.
It's hate. It's hate. It's nothing but hate. And then they use it. They fear for their life. Why?
Yeah. So I think, but my take on it is like anytime I'm dealing with like a white person that I don't know, and because that I know that they can use that stand your ground, or they try to use the stand your ground, or I'm intimidated. I'm kind of like, it's like when I deal with them, I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna put myself in a position where I know that they can kind of like get the upper hand on me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I know that they'll go for that. Well, I shot him because of this. Just like when the guy shot, remember the guy who shot the girl was arguing, I think over a parking space or something with this white guy. And her husband came out of the store and pushed the guy.
No, I don't think
You don't remember that? This happened a while ago too. But I'm very cautious about that because, like I said, I'm gonna try to get the drop first because I'm not messing around like that. You're not going, have me in a situation where they was like, well, I was intimidated or I fear for my life and I was just standing my ground because that's just crazy. It just happened too often.
It's happening so often now. And then like that same excuse is being used, like that old white man who shot that teenage boy on his front step.
The one who knocked on the door?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was looking for his brother and sister or whatever.
And see a situation like that, I don't even know what you do with a situation like that because
he was afraid because he said the size of the young man that was at his door. Yeah. No, you just had hate in your heart for black people.
Yeah. That was a crazy situation too. That was real crazy. But but it took them 4 days to even charge this lady, put charges against him.
That sound about right.
Nah.
That sound about right. It's not right, but it sounds right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because look at again the situation. You know, like it's a white woman that killed the black woman. Again, with that old man, when he shot and killed that little young boy, they didn't bring charges on him right away either, did they?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's like
they wait and see until they see it's going to be some type of public outrage. Then you
think,
know.
I don't know. I don't know what it is, truthfully, behind it, but they just. It's like it's a delay. When a white person kills a black person, it's a delay.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's sad.
Yeah. So
it's the day and times we living in, unfortunately.
I wonder with
a lot of cruelty and hatred.
With Travis Rudolph, when he shot that boy, you know, when they came over to his house, I wonder if there was a delay before they arrested him. See, I gotta look into that. I doubt it, but when
they probably locked his black tail up the same night.
Yeah. They was like,
we ain't got the complexion for the protection.
Yeah. So Travis Rudolph, you know, and he tried to use the stand your ground, and they were like, nah, it don't apply.
Well, he got off. So.
Yeah, but still, you know, I mean, I thought he should have got the stand your ground, just for the fact that if somebody come to your house, 4 dudes looking for trouble, if they bold enough to come back. Come over there the first time, how you know they not coming back? How you know they not going to go get their guns? You know,
you don't know.
So yeah, so you know, I thought he should have the stand your ground should have applied in his situation. But yeah, so I don't know. So I don't know what they charge her with. Is it 1st degree murder, or is it going to be 2nd degree murder or manslaughter?
Manslaughter. That's manslaughter. That's bull crap.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's bull crap.
Yeah, I doubt if she get 30 years, and she already 56.
They need to give her 30 years. Yeah. Maybe she'll die in jail.
Yeah, so that's crazy.
And they give her 20 years. Maybe she die in jail.
Yeah,
and
a lady,
sickening.
Her son saw her, you know.
Yes, imagine the trauma that them kids are going to have the rest of their life.
Yeah.
And whatever other kids that might have been outside playing at a particular time, you know?
Right.
That whole neighborhood, the kids is traumatized for life. All that needs to be taken in consideration when they sentence that lady.
Mm-hmm.
They did.
Yeah. So hopefully the Miss Owens. What I can't Ajike Owens. I can't pronounce her first. AJ.
Yeah, they call it AJ.
Oh, they call it AJ.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right. So AJ Owens, you know, hopefully she'll receive justice in her case, because she definitely do justice.
And the police officer said that she should have called them instead of going to confront the neighbor or whatever the case may be, which probably kind of could be the right thing to do, because you got to look at the whole picture. Think about it.
Yeah.
Something was wrong with the lady, because she was howling at the kids.
Yeah.
Then she throwing skateboards at the kids. So mentally, something's wrong with her. So maybe she should have probably sent the police there. I don't know, but it's just unfortunate.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Or they said that the lady, Susan, whatever her name is, that she should have called the police herself. So I guess either one of them could have called the police, so they could have resolved the situation. But well,
the thing is, but like I said, you got to look at the whole picture.
Yeah.
If the lady was outside throwing skates and skateboards at kids, something's wrong with her.
And something gonna happen.
So as you know, parents, you know, like if your child come in the house and be like, "Mom, this lady just threw a skateboard at me and she took my tablet in her house," or whatever the case may be, you know, what she did. So, you know, the other parent is probably upset, heated, going to the house, you know, banging on the door, confrontational, whatever the case may be. I don't know. I'm only, you know, this is accusations, I'm assuming. But, yeah. So, it probably was an uncomfortable, hostile situation to begin with.
Yeah, I'm sure it was, because, you know, they probably been going through this for a while. And that's the thing, like with neighbors, like, I just tell my neighbors, if you got a gripe with me, don't even come over here. Just call the police or something. For real, you know, you know, if you think that you disagree with something I do, you know, in my house or my property, don't come over here. Call the police, because
it's not gonna be good.
Yeah, it's you know, let them work it out. Let the professionals handle it.
Let the professional.
Yeah, because you ain't gonna be able to shoot me talking about I was intimidated.
This black man came to my door and told me
Yeah, I'm like, all right.
No.
I'm like, look, man, if you got an issue, call the police. Let them work it out, because So yeah, hopefully this lady she'll get the time and that she deserves for shooting somebody through the front door. So what was this next case was a crazy one.
It's been a crazy week.
Yeah, this was a crazy one. This was
a crazy week.
The funeral director
thinking he Godfather, shooting people.
With another funeral director. I'm hoping that this thing be able to play out. Did you mute my mic?
Killed. The man killed is now identified as a pallbearer at the funeral. Another woman was also grazed by a bullet. Stephanie Ramirez, first on scene yesterday, is live at the courthouse with what she is learning today. Of course, people are outraged by what went down, especially this family who was grieving.
Absolutely, Sharon, and I can tell you today, Prince George's County Police are saying that this shooting had to do with a long-standing business dispute between two different funeral services, and they did announce today that they have arrested and charged the owner of the funeral home that was actually providing yesterday's funeral service for the 10-year-old. That person has been identified as 48-year-old Wilson Wesley Chavis, and he is also identified in court documents as the owner of Compassion and Serenity Funeral Home. He's now facing charges that include first and second-degree murder. Witnesses told us shots rang out at around the time family and friends were called to gather around the casket. Well, police said that at the cemetery, Chavis allegedly confronted two people with another funeral service, one of them the pastor there yesterday. Attendees then confronted him for disrespecting the family. Then court documents say Chavis backed up, tripped over the concrete vault lid on the ground next to the grave and fell. And as he landed, immediately pulled a pistol from his waistband, allegedly firing one shot that hit the pallbearer. And then he also allegedly fired a second shot as he stood grazing a woman in the arm with a bullet. Now, we've been seeing messages of condolences and prayers. That pallbearer, who we were told yesterday was actually a cousin of the 10-year-old who was being laid to rest yesterday. That person has been identified as 30-year-old Ronald Banks of Southeast D.C. No one from Compassion and Serenity Funeral Home has responded to our requests today. Sharon?
Yeah, I mean, it's just so maddening, right? This family now experiencing two tragedies. So talking about this business dispute that caused all of this, do we know what this was all over?
Yeah.
We do not at the moment. What I can tell you.
So you can cut it. But go back to not this, but to to see if you can see the reaction. I'm gonna ask Nick something. See if he react while we
I don't think he wants to.
Oh, he not? Oh, okay. All right, you can take it down. But
It's 3 people on there. You can ask them.
Yeah.
Comment if y'all hear the video.
Yeah. If you're watching this this broadcast, comment in the comment section. Let us know you can still hear. Let us know you can still hear the broadcast. Because for some reason, I don't know if it's coming through. It should be coming through up here. But anyway, so this funeral director goes to the burial site. The little girl, what's she, 10 years old?
10 years old. It was two pallbearers. He shot.
He shot a pallbearer. He shot
in PG County.
Yeah. But I'm like, this dude is he going through. Oh, good. They say they can hear. Good. So he go to another funeral site or somebody else's funeral and harass them because I guess he felt like they took some business that he did, because the day before I think they had the funeral at his establishment, but they had the burial with somebody else.
So they fighting over bodies now.
Yo, that's crazy.
It was already unfortunate they was at the 10-year-old little girl funeral.
Yeah.
And this fool shoots two of the pallbearers and another person. One of the pallbearers, I believe, died.
Yeah.
30-year-old.
Yeah, 30-year-old guy, young man died.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he looked crazy though. I'm like, even like if he cleaned himself up, he don't look like somebody that I do business with. Look at the type of business he had.
Yeah.
But I mean, usually pallbearers and people, not pallbearers, but people in the funeral business, they be sharp. They stay sharp, and
look clean and kept.
Yeah, clean. But this dude look like, he just look crazy. I don't care if you put a suit on, he just look like a crazy dude with a suit on. Because I don't know, he just looked weird from the jump. And where this happened at? This happened somewhere in
PG
Maryland.
County.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, PG County. Yeah, right. When I first heard about it, I didn't know. Like when I first heard about it, I said, "What kind of idiot?" I'm thinking it's somewhere like in Midwest, somewhere in Minnesota, or something crazy. Then when they said PG County, I said, "What?
What?
Like that's too close for these idiots."
Yeah.
The Undertaker shooting.
That's crazy.
Shooting at the funeral. So now that's gonna make you think how many other these people up there standing next to your loved ones in the caskets with their suits on, loaded and locked and loaded.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he was drunk or he was under the influence. Because, like, why would he think that it was going to be a positive outcome? He carrying a gun to somebody.
But it was a beef, though, some type of beef, because he's seen the people at the funeral, seen one of the dudes at the funeral, and I think that's why he shot him. Like, I don't know, but
but no, it was a business dispute, though.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a business dispute, and
well,
then
dispute beef.
Yeah. So I'm like, that's. I don't get it. So now he can probably most likely be gone away for the rest of his life.
Yeah, because he got 3 charges.
Yeah.
I mean, 3. Oh, Lord, sorry, I'm yawning. He got 3 people
that
he shot.
So do you think they waited 4 days before they charged him?
Absolutely
not.
no
stand your ground.
Absolutely not. They probably got his black tail either the same day or the next day. Because I'm sure he probably tried to flee the scene. Huh? Yeah, Maryland don't have stand your ground.
Oh, ain't
right.
no.
No.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Right. But that's right. Maryland don't have stand your ground.
They barely. I probably don't. They had self-defense.
They don't, because one of my mother friends some years ago, somebody had broke into his house, and he was in the house, sleep, whatever the case may be. He woke up and he shot the person.
Yeah.
And then they sent him to jail.
What?
They sent him to jail. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it's all on like the particular case of how they feel. And if they got some empty beds or something down at Central Booking.
Well, Central Booking ain't got no empty beds. Period. They ain't
like,
got no empty beds.
You locked up tonight. Yeah, but so I'm sure they went and got him immediately.
Yeah. Because I'm sure he probably tried to flee.
Yeah.
But they got him and he locked up. He looked, like you said, he looked crazy.
Yeah.
He looked like where he belonged. Hopefully they keep him in there. You know,
he ain't going nowhere. So that was our last topic. You got any other topics that we
No, just congratulations to LL Cool J and his wife.
Oh,
they've been married 25 years.
25 years.
That's a long time.
Yeah, that's good. You said that's how old who is?
His alleged son. That's how old the alleged is?
Oh, I agree. So you starting another rumor.
But either way, they was together before then. So
they
probably married 25 years, might be been together 30, 35 years. Who knows?
So that's
kudos to Black Love.
That's good. That's what's up. I know that that's what I said. Like if you meet somebody like when you first starting out and y'all can navigate all those different, trials and tribulations, I think you probably got a better chance than if like if he was to meet somebody now
it's hard.
Yeah, he wouldn't be able to I don't know how you meet somebody like, especially if you're famous anyway,
It's hard.
Yeah. So I know like last week we did the podcast and I had on I had on a t-shirt, Urban Platform t-shirt, and I washed it, and the shirt was and it got shrunk.
It was a tank shirt, a tank top.
Yeah, man.
He got a tankini.
And I looked at I went back and looked at the podcast, and my sleeve was like all the way up here, and I was like, man, ain't nobody even say nothing.
I ain't even notice it.
Yeah, I was like, nobody even say nothing, so I looked like I had a tank top on, but
he on the tankini.
It wasn't yours. I don't know why it shrunk. Probably, and plus I've been working out, so that might have had something to do with it. I mean,
you working out? You look like you shrinking.
Yeah.
He turned it into muscle.
Yeah, but man, I was like, oh man, I looked at that shirt and that shrunk up. Well, it looked like it shrunk up. But all right, so that's our show for for this week, you got anything coming up? Anything you want to promote?
Tonight, Sully's 9306 Harford Road.
Yeah.
This show is going to be fire. Like
right.
fire. Like we got DJ Sean Marshall.
Okay.
We got Henry Jones hosting. We got Big Shorty. We got Snow. Ray Moore headlining. We got me.
That's what's up.
Woo!
So, and
9 o'clock. Tickets $25 in advance and more at the door. I don't know how much more, but there's more at the door.
So Henry Jones, he was on the show before, right?
Mhm.
Okay, that's cool. Yes. All right, so y'all make sure y'all go out to Sully's tonight.
9306 Harford Road.
9306 Harford Road, and support. So, and I guess that's it for this week. Y'all check us out next weekend, next Saturday. I'm getting ready to start doing a sports show. I'm getting that together, so we could start talking about football. So
I ain't gonna be on that.
More content.
I ain't gonna be on that, but unless y'all bringing in some football players or some old coaches or something.
Unless we bring in who the guy you said you like? What's his name?
Ed Reed. Oh my God, him. And what's the one? The Steelers coach,
who?
Mike Tomlin.
We can't bring those. We can't bring.
What?
Not to Baltimore. We can't bring them.
I mean, yeah.
Y'all might have to do like a remote or something. This enemy territory.
I don't care what type of territory.
You have to do like a Zoom interview.
Daniel, what you say? A lot of people. He is fine.
Yeah, y'all had to.
Yes.
Y'all gonna have to do a Zoom interview.
Hey, boo.
Yeah. Yeah. But so make sure to like and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook. What is Instagram? What they do on Instagram?
Well, who doing Instagram?
Do they follow? They follow.
Yeah,
right.
they follow. I was gonna say what he's talking about. He having a moment.
No, I was like, because Facebook they say follow. YouTube,
like and subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe.
And IG, follow.
Oh, follow. All right.
Follow
on
follow
IG.
Us.
Follow
us.
What's the one? All right, like and subscribe. Yeah, all right. And we'll see y'all next weekend at 2:00.
All right. Bye.
Peace.